back on in a minute.
Okay. We don't worry, guys. We are still live. And
Yeah, we're still
here.
live. All right, we're back. We're back.
That's good. So, just to recap with Shani. Shani says, "Lol, we had fun time." Then creased. She always
remembers. She remembers that day. She remembers that discussion.
Before they left us for a podcast.
Yeah.
We had GTA Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, we're getting big. We're getting big. We're on the Spotify's, man. We're getting big.
And we're very proud, but we're still very salty as well. We miss GTA.
We still love you. We miss you.
Go on. Where's the heart? Where's the heart? Where's the heart?
I love you too. I'm doing a heart back. You can't see, but I'm doing a heart.
Fair dues. Now, have you got any more to discuss, guys, about this, or are you okay with so far? Because we are done about half an hour of it. Thank God for that.
We did good. We did good. I'm proud of us.
I know. I am gobsmacked. Normally, we would have hit the 2-hour mark by now.
Normally.
So,
we're bringing it back, guys. Bringing it back.
For now, until next week, and then the week after, probably 3 hours and then 4 hours. Well, Ted's Gaming is without doubt the longest stream ever so far in the British.
He holds that record.
He holds that record as well. So, like I said, that was the main discussion topic about the FPS scenario of, the huge documentary from the FPS side of things, and hear their thoughts as well. And it's just absolutely insane. And I would love to see that coming out soon. I believe it's coming out soon. Is that right? Did you say, Trans?
It's in production right now.
Okay.
They're still working on it. It may be a minute before it comes out. Just keep your eye on it, and you can see the trailer as well. And they'll probably have a link where you can find out more information about it from that location.
No worries. Thank you for that. So here we go, guys. This is the best part of it all. You're probably wondering, what best part? Do you not know the best parts? This best part is absolutely legendary, because this segment 3 is interview with the streamer, and we are talking to the legendary Midlands massive PurpleBot 101 as well. To be fair, absolute legendary. That's why I do not call her Jess Ramsey, because she will do the Ramsey on you.
She will go off on you. I love it.
But it should be good stuff. So I've done the news for an hour and a half and the main discussion. I bet you've had enough. I did
interject a little bit to give you a small break on the talking, so I did help a little bit.
And help me calm.
I got you back.
Stop. There we go. The high five.
I think you both need to hydrate.
Hydrate.
Oh yes, we need to hydrate.
Here we go. Hydrate. Kicking in.
I would have done it on your stream, but my phone's dead, so I can't.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's fine. Perfectly fine, Jess. So, as I said, segment 3 is the interview with the streamer. We've told Jess to ask 8 random numbers out of 15. So these are the questions. She doesn't know the questions at all. These are random questions. I will emphasize as a disclaimer, these are nothing, and I will repeat it again, these are nothing related to the personal info of the streamer. So if you, nothing to say, oh, can we have your number? Oh, where do you live as well? Oh, nice.
It's not like that.
Because Jess Ramsey will tell you off either way. She got no chance. You got no chance at all. So basically, these are just the questions of how it relates to the streamer itself. So basically, like their favourite game or something like that. Just, nothing personal.
It's all related to streaming and or gaming. Every question.
Thank you. Otherwise, I would have dragged too much with that. Thanks, Trans. For that. Thank you. But
reeling it back, Malk. Reeling it back.
So on my left-hand side, I'm going to pass you over to Trans.
That's me.
To do the interview questions to AKA PurpleBot Jess.
Our dear friend and wonderful person that we love to hang out with and talk to and play games with. All right, so Jess, I have 8 questions for you. Are you ready for your 8 questions?
I think so.
All right.
Jess is like, no!
I think so.
No!
All right, Jess. First question I have for you is, what got you into streaming?
Malk, keep going on at me.
Yes!
It's all Malk's fault. He did it.
That's the truth as well. Malk was also saying when I jumped on to like play with him whilst he's streaming, he's like, "Oh, I'm nagging her," and he was constantly saying. So I was like, "I don't even know how to do it. I'm clueless. I'm just." And then they just told me how to do it. So I literally just set it up in like 10 minutes, wham, bam, done. And then now we're working to get me affiliated. And I still remember the lots and lots and lots of bits that Malk owes me that I've not forgotten about.
Ah. The look on his face, guys, is hilarious. It's priceless.
I don't have to step away for 2 seconds. My toddler is crying at the top of the stairs.
Oh, no. Okay, go handle it.
And I don't want an accident, so just 2 seconds.
Go ahead. Hey, real life always comes first. If something happens, you guys step away on our show. That's perfectly okay. We understand.
Yeah,
it's okay. We get it. Life happens.
Trans, I totally forgot.
Oh no.
We'll mute that a sec for now. Sorry about that, guys. Just make sure that
make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, make sure everything's okay. We'll give about a few minutes to be sure everything's all right from her side as well. So, but yeah, Trans, please don't say anything. I totally forgot the points. I need to do it now.
You owe me points too, Malk.
Which ones?
Lots of them. You owe me lots of bits.
Oh, whoa.
You're racking up a bit tally, my friend.
I am.
You owe me at least 500 bits. At least
10 bits.
500 bits. You owe me at least 500 bits. At least.
Everyone's going to be on your chat now saying, "Oh, you owe me 500 bits. You owe me $1,000. You owe me 10,000 bits." I'm like, no, mate, rejected. We'll try and see if Jess is back on. Jess, is everything cool? Nope, she's handling it. We'll give her a little bit longer. We'll keep the voice on.
Keep things open. We'll keep communication open. How about that?
Yeah, that's perfect because we didn't want to outburst or anything on the stream itself. But it's like I said.
It's life, guys. Life happens, man. Especially when you're doing things live, it happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We totally understand that.
But like I said, we love the podcast, and I hope you guys enjoy the podcast so far.
Yes.
Tell us if you want to on the chat. Tell us about your thoughts of the podcast if you have watched it in the past and want to see more of it. We are asking a few more of the streamers, so if you are interested in joining, to join us. Yep. We've got till, which I'll need to speak to you about actually, Trans, on one of the dates, which I'll probably need to speak to you about after the stream. Cool. So
we'll handle the business behind the scenes.
Not what anyone else is thinking, guys. I promise you that at all. The business is the podcast. Period. Period. That's all.
That's it.
No. Trans is like, that's not how we do business, Malk. That's not how we do business at all. How could you do this to me?
Business is just the podcast, guys. We're a 2-person crew on this right here. Everything that's one thing I want you guys to know. We do this because we love doing it, and we love that you guys are enjoying it and are coming back every week. And we're
sorry about the technical difficulties at the behind the scenes.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I hope it's all right.
But no, so yeah, we do love doing it, and we're a 2-person team right now. We do all the stuff. We make sure that you guys get it on different channels, and we make sure that you guys get to enjoy it every week, and we make sure that we're here every week for you guys. So
absolutely fair dues. So see how it goes. But yeah, should be all right to be fair. But
I think it sounds like everything's okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay. We'll find out. I think so.
We'll know in a minute.
Hello?
You're all right?
Hey, you're back.
Yes, I'm going to have a toddler on the sofa. He's got growing pains, so...
Oh, poor baby.
His legs are very much hurting him, so... I gotta keep him down with me for a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Typical when his dad's gone out.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
We did try and mute for a bit, Jess, just so that you guys to like set yourself settled. You know what I mean, with the the young one. So we was worried, thinking everything. Hopefully, everything. Fingers crossed, everything was all right from your end.
And
as
Jess,
well.
if you have to pull away, just let us know, and you can mute yourself as well, and just come back when you're unmuted.
Yeah,
We'll work
He
it out.
should be alright. He's watching Fireman Sam now, and he's got the puppy lay next to him. So hopefully we should be alright now.
So precious. Okay. All right. So we got the first question done. Let's get the next question going. So
nice.
Question number 2 is, what things do you look for when deciding on a new game to play?
I don't really know. More just like, do my friends play it? Because I don't want to play it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
And also games that I can play with my kids as well. So like, I downloaded Fall Guy, and my 3 kids, like they're 5, 3, and well, they're about to be 6, 4, and the one's 2. They all love playing it. They find it absolutely hilarious.
That's
And
awesome.
so I think kind of games that I can play around them.
Yeah.
But also I like games that are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor thing.
Sorry, I'm muted 1 sec.
It's okay.
Okay.
The poor baby. No, she can mute herself.
Oh,
can hear
okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. It's
That's
cool.
good.
Oh, the poor baby.
I mean, like I said,
It feels
guys,
so bad for the baby.
I know. I hope everything's okay from our
Well, it's
perspective as
it's just what babies go through as they're getting bigger than their body is ready to get big yet. It just happens.
well.
It happens.
Just happens as well.
Mhm.
So
Toddlers especially, they have a lot of that trouble. Like they just randomly wake up, screaming because they're in pain because their little bodies are growing, and it does not feel very good.
it's like I don't want to sound in a bad way or anything, but it's like have you seen that toy, Mr. Stretch? Remember that?
Yes,
Mr. Stretch?
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong.
Yes.
It kind of feels that, doesn't it? At the same time, yeah. To be fair,
I mean,
but,
honestly, I can understand. Like, if someone was to pull my
absolutely.
arm, like where it was not ready to go that far out yet, I would be fussing and throwing a hissy fit too.
Yeah.
I completely understand. Baby growing pains are very relatable.
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I mean, fair. It's just life. To be fair,
It's life. It's life. Life happens, man. And always, real life is always more important. Always.
Absolutely.
It's never a matter of real life or gaming life. It's always our RL is always top. Always more priority.
Absolutely. And I believe Jess is back again. You okay,
Yes.
Jess?
Back. All right. So we got that one. We got question number 2. Question number 3 for you is what has been the best memory you've had since you started streaming, or what is your worst memory? If you don't want to talk about that, that's fine too.
Well, streaming has probably been streaming with you guys, the GTA races.
Aww.
And I think my favourite one was when we kind of screwed over Malk on his chat to get me to win.
Yes,
he does not look impressed.
Episode
that should make you happy because that makes me so happy.
I feel absolutely. To be fair, I wanted Jess to finally win a playlist, and at that time I was like, yes. Jess was like, no, you are going down, Mal.
So what happened was this. Okay, so Jess was we wanted her to win, and me and her kind of commiserated on this, and I hit Malk with so many bans for winning, and this is before he had the limitations on the in-game bans.
Yeah,
like I think what one was like not you can't win. Number 1 was take any place but first.
You couldn't cross the line before me.
Couldn't cross the line before Jess.
That was the night where I did not know what to say after all the bans.
And honestly, in retrospect, no regrets.
None.
I have no regrets about that night.
Thanks. Thank you.
Because
But
it was hilarious.
But to be fair, you always win, so it was nice
Yeah.
for you to lose in
She's
style.
right. She's right.
to be fair, and I was like, touche. I bow down like I am bowing down now on the screen itself, and I'm like, yeah. All I'm going to say is I'll never forget that day, but touche on that win. I'll never forget it. But that was an epic playlist that we did,
It
and I
was
wanted
so
Jess,
fun.
but I wanted Jess to win because every week Jess was like, "Oh, for beep's sake," you know what I mean? Every time,
Yeah.
and then she would say, "Cheat codes. Have you got your and Trance? You had the cheat codes sometimes, didn't you? You kept saying,
I don't have cheat codes. I'm just
yeah,
that good now. Come on.
Trance had her own name for her own move, which was trancing you at the finishing line.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
again, another one which I'll never forget.
Get tranced.
Get Trance. Which now people may think, what the hell is everyone saying Trance's name every time? Basically, in GTA, when say you got 5 people driving or racing, 2 people can only cross over the line. Fine. Whoever's third will have to wait, and 4th will have to wait, and then wait. We always wait. We always do. We always wait on GTA.
And that's something that we do because we run with our friends, and we do it for our friends so that we can all cross the line together, so no one gets DNF'd.
Unless they can't actually do, they've been told to say, look, DNF me or anything like that.
Yeah, just DNF me. Yeah, that happens sometimes too.
Never,
we're not making this. Just go ahead and finish.
No, I'll never forget this day where we was waiting and it like yeeted across Trance out of nowhere, just like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
And
I was like, sure you didn't.
I'll never forget that day. And then when Jess said, you've been tranced, I was like, yeah, that is the word that we're going to be using.
That was what it was from then on out. It became it is called trancing. Whenever somebody was waiting for everybody else,
we still use it.
Absolutely.
I love it. I have a legend to pass on in GTA races now. This is an amazing experience. I love this. This makes me feel so important. I love it. Like my mark has been made.
I've seen 2 milestones. Jess winning the playlist, and that's the milestone because she and you do agree, Jess, when I'm saying this. You always struggled with the GTA when you did the racing. You're like, no, I can't. I don't know how to do the racing because I've never done racing before.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, you started to do well with the racing, and I was like, you came from last to like mid pack. I was like, fair freaking play because you're growing, because you're steadily across. And then all of a sudden, without my bans on the chat, without that bans,
she started winning, and it was great.
Winning. And she started winning. And it was great.
All she needed was a little bump, and she had it.
She did. And then the other milestone is getting tranced. To be fair,
yeah.
So so I'll never forget those 2 milestones because they are. I know you probably think I'm being angry and disappointed. Yes, I did win a few times. But,
no, he's not. He loves us. He knows. He knows. He loves us.
It was worth it for my celebration.
It was.
Yeah, totally. It was totally worth it. No regrets at all.
So after that day, I have shortened the bands, so they're not going to hydrate shitloads or anything like that ever again. That's
not 10 in-game bans because you have so many points that you've been holding on to.
Yeah, and that will never happen again, ever again.
I'm glad that makes your best memory, though. That makes me happy. I love it.
Have you got a worse memory though, Jess? While streaming,
I don't think so. I was trying to think of one, but I can't.
I thought you would have picked the COD. I thought you would have picked the COD. I thought you would have picked the COD, like hackers, shall we say, as one of the worst streams that you've done.
I haven't really streamed COD much though.
Haven't you? Oh, okay. It was just because I know you love COD, and I know you did some COD streams in the past. I know you did some because I think remember
we did the tournament one, and I think we did have a hacker in it, but it's that irrelevant that I don't even remember it, so I don't class it as a bad thing.
Well,
okay.
I mean, yeah. If you
Because
don't,
we
if
came
it's not even
second
that
in that
relevant,
tournament in the end.
yeah.
Okay.
And that was only by kills. We had the exact same points as number one, but they
Yeah.
had more kills. We
Mm,
placed better, but because they had more kills, they technically won.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
All
enough.
right. All right. All right. Cool. All right. So I got another question for you. This is number 4. What game made the biggest impact on you? It's written as when you were younger, but you haven't been a big gamer for. You said it's only been recently since your birth of your child. So what game made the biggest impact on you during that time?
Black Ops 1 Zombies.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
No,
Yeah.
2.
Zombies.
No, it was 2 first. I couldn't do 1 at first. It was
Mhm.
2. And to be fair, that is going back nearly 6 years ago now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was like the first thing, because when me and my ex-husband used to go around to our friend's house, they'd always play zombies and I'd be like the odd one out and
Mhm.
things like that. So then I just kind of thought, fuck it, we'll give it a go. What's the worst that happens? I get eaten by a zombie.
Hey, I like it.
Restart.
I like the mindset. I love it. Hey, if I get eaten by a zombie, okay.
So yeah, I
Just
think
another
it would
day.
definitely have to be Black Ops 2 zombies in town. And
Nice.
to be fair, Black Ops 1 and 2, I'd have to say, because I enjoyed playing with them with my brother. We used to have COD nights and we'd order pizza and we'd stay up till like stupid o'clock in the morning playing zombies. And they're some of my best memories.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice one. Dan, how you doing, mate? You all right? Welcome to the chat. I did do
Hi,
the hydrate,
Dan.
and I just
Oh,
didn't.
I gotta hit my hydrate. I see you. I see you, Dan. I see you. Here's your hydrate, buddy.
I've only got one last bit from my second can, and I'm going to go any more by me. So make the last hydrate count, guys. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So there we go. But yeah, I feel like we've all known Jess for a long time now, haven't we? After 4 questions, doesn't it?
Honest, yeah. I mean, there's a lot we've learned about her, and I haven't even known her that long. But we were fast friends. Jess and I were fast friends. It
Oh,
was great.
instantly.
Absolutely.
we just instantly clicked with each other. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, question number 5 for you. And I wanna alter this question the way it's written in our list here. I'm gonna alter it just a smidge for you.
Okay.
Are there any gaming conventions that you really pay attention to?
Nah, I don't know.
There's not a million that you really pay attention to. Like there's not anything that like you're like, oh, this is going to have releases, and I want to watch any of the gameplay trailers or whatever. I mean to be
Oh, yeah.
fair, yeah.
COD.
Oh, COD. Anything that's in COD, anything that has to do with COD, any
Yeah,
convention that has
any
to do with
new
COD.
game, any events, anything
Nice.
like that. Yeah.
All right. And I know that with COD being owned by who it's owned, they usually do it at E3 for sure, and I think does Eurogamer have COD releases as well too sometimes?
Sometimes it does, but it just
Yeah.
depends on the release at the
Okay.
time as well. And EGX, which I'll mention to you about it later on,
Yeah.
at the end of the stream or at the end of the podcast, that
Cool.
I'm looking forward to as well. So, yeah, so sometimes it does, but it just depends on what's been coming up towards like for next year's release, because the card's always been released back in November type.
Mhm.
So, and
Yeah.
normally the EGX is coming out like on October, so it's like a month
Oh, okay.
before. So
Okay.
it just depends on the situation whether they will be able to do it or not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends really. So
Thank you for popping by, Dan. You're amazing. All the love to you, buddy. All the love to
Oh.
Dan. You're amazing.
There we
man.
go. There we go. There's the heart there.
Yep, there's a heart.
All
All right, next question. How would you describe your channel and community in 5 sentences or less? If you want to use a little more, I won't be mad at you. But how would you describe your channel and community in just a paraphrasing?
Very small.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, I don't know really because it's still very small. 'Cause I haven't been doing it a lot lately.
Okay, well, how about this? How would you like to see your channel and community grow? Like what type of things would you like to incorporate in your channel and community in the future? How about that?
What do you mean? What kind of things that I like to incorporate?
Like how do you want like
To
for me,
grow.
for example, with me in my community, we're all about, positivity, lots of love, making sure that we support each other and being 100%, just having fun with it. And the game is always secondary. The conversation and interaction is always primary. So in my community, that's how it is in my community. So how would you like to mold your community is the best way to put it.
Mine would definitely have to be all about laughs and banter. Because I couldn't take serious people. I would just have to tell them to F off.
So if you're in Jess's channel and you're being serious, she's going to ban you.
Yeah, basically. Like we can't be dealing with serious Sallys. They're just no good. No, I'd like to have supportive people like me and my friends. My friends have got clips of us like playing COD together, and I do go in on some people, like some of my other friends, and I don't say the most pleasant things, but we know it's all fun.
Yeah.
And like, because we've got the one lad on there is 19. So
Yeah.
I just like when he's getting all cocky, I'm like, you've just hit puberty, sit back down, like don't get too excited. And
I love it. I love it. I love it.
like,
That's a heck of a clap back.
we have that kind of banter with each other, and it's nice because we don't get offended. So I wouldn't want other people to like come on in the channel and then be like, oh well, that's offensive. That's not very well. No, it's not. They don't care. Like that's who we are. That's how we click. Like we say the worst of things. Like my partner's name's Jordan, but no one ever calls him Jordan anymore because we gave him the name Eric because he was being a bitch one day. So from then on, all his birthday cards are to Eric. So, and that's kind of the laugh we have. So I'd like to keep it that way.
Oh,
nice,
cool.
nice. I love it. I love it. Yeah, to be fair, we trash talk each other when we're running together too. So
yeah,
we'll trash talk each other and then we'll gang up on each other too. That's just
definitely.
Absolutely. To be fair,
and I know that you're starting out as well, but the next question is for anybody is for you to give any advice to other people who are thinking about streaming. What kind of suggestions or advice would you give them? I know your channel is still small, you're still growing, but
make sure you have the time for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like, although, okay. Yeah. Like my kid, I'm a military mum in my house. It's very strict to a certain degree. All my kids go to bed at 7 o'clock. They have a film on in bed to have their chill out time. But my evening is my evening. I watch kid stuff all day long. I listen to noisy, annoying little crotch demons demanding me all day. I'm not having that of an evening. So when it comes to nighttime, it's my nights, which is good because I will play on my PlayStation then. But I think with the streaming side of it as well, it gets a bit. I really can't bother to stream because then if people want to have a conversation with me, I really can't be asked. So just and to be fair, with mental health as well, it's not too great. So it's kind of making sure that you've got that headspace as well to be able to do it too. And don't expect too much. Don't expect to be a big streamer in like a day because that's a ridiculous dream.
That doesn't happen.
No.
Take it from the veterans. That does not happen.
Yeah.
We've got all our grey hair moments, as you could see. To be fair,
some of it came during our years of being streamers.
Absolutely. To be fair, and that's been like decades of streaming. To be fair, when you think about it, and if you probably think, "Oh, really? What have you been doing?" Well, chilling, mate. Just streaming and drinking. That's it. Nothing else. To be fair, but I do agree with Jess. You do need to have the time for preparation and everything like that. But I do agree also where you need the right mindset because there are times where I do agree. Like with Jess again, third time asking.
Sometimes
I do. No, I do agree. I do agree with Jess. To be fair, basically, it's like you want to have your own time. You want to have your own space. You know, if you've been at work all day, you just want to just rest. But then you're like, oh, do I have to stream? And then some people have got like different mentality. Like you're knackered, and you just if you don't have that right mentality, you're never gonna have a good feedback on the viewers. People may
Yeah.
quote it and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, this stream is crap," or "This stream is rubbish," because he's just talking boring stuff like, "Oh my god," like like a robotic voice afterwards, just like
Yeah.
zone out. And it's not good for yourself, and it's not good for the viewers. And if you want to try and get from from 0 viewers to like thousands of viewers, if Rome wasn't built in a day at all, so you got to remember that quote as well.
Yeah.
So
Very true.
um,
It is an uphill climb.
it is an uphill climb, but at the same time, tough because we all drag out, we're all doing the same things. If you get spotted,
I would like to add to the thing about the headspace. Yeah, and we talked about this with previous streamers too who've gotten this question as well, who've picked this question.
Yeah.
So they've said in the past, if you're not in your best form to stream, don't do it, because it's going to translate through your stream to your viewers, and they're going to be like, man, this is like horrible. Why am I watching this person? And they're going to pick up on, I best would describe it, they're going to pick up on your vibes. Like if you're having a down day, if you're having a rough day, call your stream off, because your stream is not going to be quality stream. And if you need to take a moment to get yourself in the right headspace to get on stream, then do that. Take a day to yourself, get in that right headspace, because otherwise it's going to be bad content. and you can try your best and try and fake it. I've had to cut streams short. I mean, you guys have, well, Malk, I know you've been in some of my streams in the past where I've cut them short because I'm like, guys, I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to go lay down, or I'm going to go get something to eat, or I'm going to go do this or that, whatever. Like, my head's not in the right spot, and I try and do it, but I'm like, no, this isn't working. I'm going to call it.
We want more. We want more.
I do that whilst playing COD as well. Like, some days you get on and it's just like, no, today's not the day. I'm going. I'd rather be sat with a cup of tea watching something than dealing with this bullshit. So
yeah,
Truth.
I do agree. And it's just you don't realise it. People don't realise what other impacts of the streamer, of their mentality and everything like that. Everyone may think, oh, Malk's happy and glory, but no, deep down,
that happens with me though, Malk. Like, everybody always thinks I'm so happy and bubbly all the time. No, I have my days where I'm not happy and bubbly. I just don't go on camera when that happens.
It's true, and it's good to have that. You need, as Jess said,
healthy.
It is, absolutely.
It's not healthy to try and be happy all the time. And it's not healthy to like make people think you're happy all the time. Like, I'm honest on my channel, and any of my followers, Malk, you can attest to this, and anybody else who's still in my chat will know that I'm like, hey, I'm an open book. Like, if I'm not feeling it, you're going to know I'm not feeling it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to have a bad day because I'm having a bad day, because I like it when people come to my stream to have a good time, and I like to stream to have a good time. I like to chat with my people. I like to interact. That's something I love doing. And, but if I'm in that mode, I'm like, Trance is not herself today. This is not going to happen.
But
when I have those kind of days though, it's like I won't be like that around my kids. I'm always happy, like, unless something's really gone wrong, like they know about, like after I lost my granddad, like I was permanently crying for like weeks. And even when it comes to his birthdays and anniversaries, I still spend like a few days really upset because I'm not close to any of my family, but to my granddad, he was like my person. He was always there no matter what, and he always had my back. And I think it was the biggest loss I've ever had. And around the kids, like, I don't show it. I try to just be happy and playful and jolly. And if I do start to feel a bit sad, I whack the Google on and we put some music on and we dance around the kitchen until we forget about it.
Yep.
But then come the evenings, that's my time to kind of go on the game, shoot people, and when people piss me off, give them what for and a half. So I feel sorry for them when they get me on a bad day, but I wouldn't like to be streaming that because I wouldn't want people to see me like that, because that isn't me.
Yeah.
It's me on an
Yeah.
odd occasion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I have one more question for you, Jess. And this is probably one of I as reading through all these questions, Malk, I really feel like this question I'm about to ask her is probably one of the biggest questions that we can ask any of our streamers, especially if they pick it in their list. What are some short-term goals you have as a streamer, and what are some long-term goals?
Okay. Just firstly, if you hear snoring, that's not me, that's the baby.
Aww. Baby snores are adorable, though.
Yeah, he's laying me asleep now, so
I was going to
snoring.
say, Jess, why are you snoring and talking at the same time?
I'm female, I can multitask, Malk.
Okay.
She's right.
Sorry.
We can.
Sorry.
But yeah, my short-term goal is to get affiliated. Is that the word?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, to get affiliated and grow a little family on the stream.
Yeah.
And long-term is just to kind of have a little village of people there that I banter with and that support me and that I can support back as well, because I do like being able to support the people as well. And yeah, just have fun with it and hopefully have a better COD game that has anti-cheats.
That's true.
Less cheaters.
One day it'll be.
That's almost asking for perfection, Jess. That's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
We can still hope.
We can hope. I'm with you in the hope. One day.
One day. We'll do. I believe, is that all the questions?
That is all the questions today.
Oh my God.
I did so good.
God. You did so good. Can you have a high five? Not stop, but have a five. There we go. And a love as well.
I did the two. I answered them.
You did answer them. High five to Jess too. High five to Jess.
There you go. So 2 hours and 10 minutes of the stream. I can't believe this is the shortest we've done for in a while. So
not ever, but in a while.
Like there's no tomorrow. I don't know how it's been so short.
I know it feels.
We've just been on it. Is what it is. We've been on it. There's been no food talk. There's been no promotion talk. It's just been talk.
Wait. You've said it now. You said it now. So we're going to talk about the food and the promotion topic now. I'm kidding. But yeah, during the last few times when we did the podcast, we had the food talk. We had the promotion talk. We had every single talk that you ever mentioned about, to be fair. And it nearly got on to like 3 hours. And at one point,
we hit 3 hours last week.
Yeah, Ted Scary wanted to do 4 hours and 6 hours or something. No! He said he wanted to do it. He was probably laughing about it when he watches this back or still watches it now. But this is the part, guys. It's the last segment of the evening of the podcast, and I can't believe it. This is the part where you can ask us anything. So the viewers who are in the chat, you can ask a question to either me, Trance, or Jess, or to all of us. Please state also who you're referring the question to as well, because we have seen a few questions in the past where the questions us mentioned about it, but we wasn't sure who it was pointed to. So please emphasise that on the chat if you are. Right.
Sorry, guys.
For the guys who are listening on the audio point of view, aka on the Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or any other podcast itself, her camera just went slide it down.
I can tell you why. I went to shift my feet on my desk and my foot got caught on the cord and it yanked it down because on like this little arm to hold it up. So it went.
I was wondering why it kind of moved from a painting that was straight to like change.
That's what happened, guys. I'm sorry, it's my fault.
This is why we love the podcast, because it's all non-script, only except for the news
Not
part.
scripted.
Not
If
scripted.
anybody is ever curious if this show is scripted, you can know now that it is not. You
Absolutely
know now
not.
that it's not scripted.
So that's the question that we ask to all of us now. This is not scripted at all, the podcast.
There's your answer.
Unless it's the news articles. That's the only thing that we
The news
script.
articles are noted. The discussion is not scripted.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
We
you
have
know.
bullet points on the news articles. That's it.
God,
That's
now.
true. I'm sorry, Jess. Yeah, so, I mean, guys, if you're in the chat, please ask any questions to either me, Trans, or Jess. We'll do it for the next 10-15 minutes to see if anyone will be on there. But if not, we'll ask a few questions, actually. So,
We can ask questions while we wait.
I tell you what, to you, Trans and Jess, what's your favourite karaoke song that you always love to do?
Jess. We know which one it is, right?
There's
know which one it is.
two.
Yeah, there's two. But the one that we always do.
Backstreet Boys?
Yes. I Want It That Away by the Backstreet Boys.
And I will put my note in why I'm changing the words on some of them slightly. If you do reference it, you're a legend. If not, I will reference it, and you'll be ashamed of yourselves if you don't get that right. So here we go. I let the karaoke queens. There we go. Karaoke queens.
Karaoke queens. All right, Jess, you ready? Let's do it.
We haven't got music.
I can sing it. You just follow me. Got it? I know every word.
You start.
You ready? All right. You are my fire, the one desire, believe. When
Sorry, the baby just jumped a mile, man.
I wanted that way, but we are too apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say I want it that way. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Nothing but a hearsay. But tell me why. Tell me why.
Oh, my face hurt.
Just don't want to wake the baby. I can understand.
I'm not even joking. As soon as I start to sing, then I thought that you would think someone just poked him with something and just jumped. Stay asleep though.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
My face hurt.
Now, the part that I've tried to...
We got questions. We got stuff in the questions.
Oh, okay. No worries.
All right. So Bella has said in the past that if there's not a note by it, Bella means for all of us, says, what would the world be like if it was filled with male and female copies of you?
Of who? Me?
Of us.
Of us.
If each of us get asked to answer that question.
Oh.
There'd be no world.
Just like it wouldn't exist. It'd be gone. Done.
Could you honestly think of more female copies of me and then adding male copies as well? The female would kill the males and then the females would kill each other because they don't like people. So I'd still just be left for me. It wouldn't work for me.
How about you, Milk? What if there were female and male copies of you? What would the world be like? Again, no world. There'll be laughter, and then they'll be dying of laughter afterwards, and then it'll be just me.
Everyone would just be commentating everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything would be a commentary.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right.
That'd be so true.
Can you unbelievable this? What is it now? Unbelievable! Jess has finally won the playlist. You what? Won a playlist. Unbelievable.
They wouldn't speak; they just commentate everything to each other. It's
It'd
like a
be
musical world, but
it'd be announcer voice all day, every day.
Welcome to.
It wouldn't matter what it is.
Welcome to the 11:35 train to success on the world itself with the Bish Bash Bosh podcast, and you will see with the podcast. It's going to be fantastic. And what?
And for me, what would the world be like with multiple male and female copies of me? I don't know if the world could handle that. And it also depends on what trance this world would be. Like, younger trance was wild and crazy. All right, crazy.
Okay. This part, guys, I've known trance for many years. She hasn't told me about her young side as well, so this is quite interesting. Do tell more.
20s trance was totally different than trance nowadays. I mean, I still like to have fun, don't get me wrong, but I was a wild child.
You sound like me when I was younger too.
I know, right? Like, there'd be parties everywhere. I mean, it'd be a great world to live in, but no one would get anything done. It would just be horrible.
It sounds exactly like me as a teenager.
Yes.
The amount of shoes I lost walking home drunk. Couldn't even tell you.
I walked into my house once when I was a kid, and I hope my dad never sees this because I don't think he ever will, but I hope he doesn't, because I came home one day and I had been drinking with my friend and I was trying to pretend like I wasn't drunk, but pretending like I wasn't drunk was more suspicious than pretending like I was drunk. So I was just quiet. He asked me something and I was like watching the water drip, like staring at it in space, like, whoa. I'm like, what? Yeah. Night, Dad. Love you. That's about the most he got out of me that night. I went to my bed.
I didn't live with my parents, so it was much easier to just like kind of go home in someone else's house and, be like, oh yeah, did it again. Sauce, not sauce.
we got a few more comments in my chat before we get to the next question. Luke says Butter by BTS. He wants to hear us sing Butter by BTS. Luke also says, he starts singing along with us, believe when I say I want it that way, and we are 2 worlds apart, can't reach to your heart. Luke goes, okay, enough. And Luke has a question for all of us again.
Okay.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends assume you've done for everyone? And before we answer that question, he put another comment about my story. He goes, wow, the water looking real drippy right now. Sober trance. That's what it was. Like, it was leaking. Like, that whoever had done the dishes didn't shut it all the way off, and I was just like watching it. It's like, whoa. Like, that's running water. I was just like, so
what was the question again?
Okay, the question is, if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends assume you've done? And that question is for everybody.
Mine would be either drunk and disorderly or I've actually stabbed someone.
Okay, that's on brand.
Because that's my go-to when people piss me off. Like, don't make me stab you.
I haven't even known you that long, Jess, except like a couple months, like a few months, right? And I can still say, yeah, that's 100% true. I would totally think that.
I have never stabbed anybody yet. And hopefully I don't. But when people do piss me off, I will just say to them, like, I tell Jordan, I'm like, don't pee me off because I will put you in my freezer. Like, that's my go-to for him. He's going to go in my freezer because how I describe when people are like, oh, but your freezer can't be that big. I'm like, it's enough to fit 2 bodies in. It's big enough. So that's kind of how I tell it. So yeah, I've either stabbed someone or I'm drunk and disorderly. There's nothing else really.
I don't really know what my friends would think I'd done. How about you, Mel? What do you think your friends would think you'd done?
I to be honest, a bit extreme, to be fair. So I don't really want to say. They probably think, "Oh, what have you done?" Punch afterwards. To be honest, I really don't know, but they could.
You're quite calm and collective.
Yeah.
Not quiet, but you seem like kind of a good type. So I think if you got arrested, it would be for something stupid like peeing in the street.
Yeah.
Like, stupid like that, I think you'd get arrested for. Because I don't see you going out there committing like a serious crime. So I think it probably would be like peeing in a bush and getting caught.
Hi, Irish Mike. I see your hydrate. I'm hitting that right now for you, buddy.
I tell you what, there we go. Last hydrate of the evening from me, and that will be 2 cans done.
I guess.
And don't worry, he can pee in a toilet. He won't be going outside.
Drunk. We did drink.
Oh.
No, so I guess the only thing I could think of that people might think that I did was go off on the wrong person. Like go off, like legitimately go off on the wrong person. Not necessarily hit them, but cuss them out.
That seems believable.
That's very believable. I mean, okay, I'm going to ask you guys because I'm a really interesting person in general. So what if you guys had talked to me and I said I'm in jail and I didn't tell you why, what would you think I had done?
What's Hiki done now?
Yes, thank you.
I'm so joking there. No, I do agree with you on like someone's.
Who'd you cuss out, Trance? Who'd you cuss out?
Yeah. What Karen started on you today?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would be a Karen as well.
It would have to be a Karen. It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like,
are you on this train, Milk?
I'll be like wondering what the hell's happened to Trance now. Has she started drinking again on that?
Well, he's seen me drunk, so he knows. He knows
that's
that.
That's why. Like, so I was just like, oh. I have to try not to mess about.
Luke says stabbing is the most UK thing ever. First off, Irish Mike hit us with that hydrate. Thank you so much for that hydrate, Irish Mike. All the love to you, buddy. We did hit that hydrate, and he said drink. And Luke said definitely vehicular manslaughter. You think I would be vehicular manslaughter, or you think that would be you, Luke? Because
that's mad.
I mean, honestly, I can have some road rage behind the wheel. My cousin rode me once, and she said, I learned something about you today. I said, what? She goes, I learned that when you get pissed behind the wheel, when you're mad at people, you go ghetto.
Whoa.
I'm like, this is very true. This is very true.
With his comment, it is actually you get less time in prison if you hit someone with your car than you would if you stabbed them. So I mean, it's actually a smart move. Just claim you didn't see them. Make sure you reverse as well.
I didn't see them twice.
Oh no, I mean make sure you hit them from reverse so it doesn't affect
from
the
reverse.
screen.
I thought you meant go over them and go back over them.
Oh no, because then it's definitely not an accident. But then if you reverse, it's not going to affect your windscreen and you didn't see them.
Yeah, it's true.
That, my friends.
I thought way too much about this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I am worried. No, pretty
I've watched way too many serial killer documentaries.
Luke says his would be arrested for weed production.
Oh my god! Yeah, I think that could be one of them.
That's definitely believable, Luke. Totally.
Yeah. Guys, have you got any more questions? We'll do it for probably about the next 5 minutes or so. If you've got any more questions, that would be fantastic. I've got a question for you, Jess.
Oh, go on then.
If you had to choose between Overcooked and GTA Racing with us, which one would you pick the most?
GTA Racing.
Period.
Yeah, didn't even have
that
to
was
think
a very
about
quick answer. I love it. I love that.
See you later, Overcooked. It's racing.
Fair
Okay.
We have so much fun racing. And
we do.
Let's be honest, I get very competitive in Overcooked and get very bossy. So it's more fun to have fun in GTA. And plus, there's more of a variety. We can change our races and what we're doing and things. Whereas Overcooked is the same things over and over and over again. Malk always doing something wrong or being in the way. You know.
Yeah.
Just being an liability. Me and Trance trying to hold the team up together. You know, Shani's there, but she's being quiet, so we never know what she's doing. It's GTA is just better.
And ladies and gentlemen, that comment about Overcooked is exactly why we call her Jess Ramsey.
Yeah. Now,
She's like, go do this. Go do
I'll
this. No, don't do that. Go do this.
yeah, I know. That was the rampage kicking in. From,
It was great. It was great.
I'll never forget that day when Trans decided to do the reverse at that one level. And at that point, Jess was not happy with me up to this point. So when Trans did it, and I was like Jess, I can't do anything. I'm on reverse.
Wasn't that when we were on Versus as well?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. As well, there's a level. I think it was like for the revolving, it was like the elevator.
The conveyor belt. No, we weren't on Versus on that one. We were actually working co-op, and I hit him with the reverse, and he's like, I can't move on this thing because every time he tried to go, he'd go the wrong way, and the conveyor would push him the opposite way.
I remember.
He's like, I can't get over there.
And that
I know he got one on the Versus as well because I made him stand in the corner and just did it myself.
Man. You just stand there. I'll just do this. We have another question. This one's from Bella. Bella says, you're a mad scientist. What scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue? And that's for everybody.
Oh, I turn people into zombies.
Hell yeah.
I create a zombie virus. But make sure I'm immune to it.
Only you know the antidote.
Are you trying to say, let's go? Look, I've got the experience, guys, of the COD experience, of the zombie experience of it. I can shoot these zombies when they turn into zombies as well. So
I just have an obsession with zombies. I've watched nearly every zombie film, every zombie series. Like, I just love zombies. Like, I don't know why. I just like these apocalyptic films. Like, I think they look so fun. I'd like an apocalypse to happen, but I'd love to be the cause of it.
Jess, that single statement, that last few seconds that you just said about that tells me so much more about you. And it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What about you, Malk? What experiment would you do if money and ethics were not an issue?
Well, like I said, I would like to do. You know me by now. I would like to do time travel, DeLorean, and stuff for like build my time machine. As to be fair, and absolutely amazing. To be fair, because I want to do time travel. I absolutely love it. I'll bring Jess to find out if she did actually start the apocalypse going forward to find out, and then coming back and like, Jess, look at what happened now. Look at what happened then, and don't do it now, because if you
still do it,
and you still do it when I left, yeah, just as I go back.
I love you too, Shiny Cat.
Shiny Cat says, I love Jess even more now, but vampires are better than zombies.
Firefight. Oh no.
I do like vampires though at the same time, so
yeah, vampires are pretty awesome.
I'm not even mad about that, but I've just got an obsession with dead people eating humans. It's some weird obsession. I think there's a few people I'd like to have around me that, if there was a zombie coming at me, I'd use them as a human shield.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Matt, you'd be safe. You'd already be dead. You're a liability, as we know.
Oh, thanks.
She's got a point. You kind of are. You
are a liability.
We love you. Don't get us wrong, but you kind of are. We love you, Malk.
I remember that.
Now.
I don't know what to say with that. Yes, I am a liability on Overcooked sometimes, but that couple of times, Jess, remember, I did well when that carnival one. You'll never forget that day. I was in the middle, Malcolm in the middle. Wink, wink. Boom, boom, boom.
Ba-doom ching.
Yeah, there we go. That was the day where Jess was like, holy crap.
You did do well. You did do well, but there was no rice or anything too strenuous.
Yeah, too complicated for me.
And there was still having to demand at you.
Yeah.
For me, the experiment question, it would it'd be between one, either time travel, which I love, or two, make a a rocket ship and go explore space.
Oh, no.
And just say screw you all. I'm going to space.
Didn't there was a company in the UK called like Virgin, like as in I think it was Richard Branson. I don't know if you heard of him back in the US.
I've heard. I think I know what
So-
you're talking about.
So he was trying to think of building unless I'm mistaken, he was trying to build one of those rockets for was it Virgin Atlantic? Was it or something like in those lines where
Yeah.
you can build a rocket to go up to space
yeah,
for so many months or something, and then come back, and you don't even realise you was only there for like 5 seconds and then come back. Do you know what I mean? But you spent
Yeah.
3 months over there. To be fair, so but that's
He
what
also wants to send people to Mars.
that was it. Yeah,
I'd be down for that. I'd go to Mars.
He did. He
I'm
wanted
not
to
even
send
lying, I would.
people, but the only thing was that they couldn't come back.
Oh,
So you had to basically live then on Mars.
that's
See, if
mad.
I had the opportunity, I would make it where we could all travel. Like legit, I would figure out the science behind it and make it where we could travel the universe. Because that would be hella cool.
See, I just don't understand the fascination with time travel either, though.
I
Do you
love
mean
time travel
Do you mean
too, though.
going back or forward?
Well,
I mean, I'm kind of with Bella. Because Bella said, I'm going to make a portal that can enter in every universe, gaming, TV shows, flipped universes, alternate timelines, and shit. And I'm kind of like that. You know, I forward and back, you know, maybe alternate timelines, parallel universes. You know, that type of thing would be really cool to me. I'm interested in that. But I'm also interested in space, like hard. So, like, I mean, I would love to go to space.
for me personally, I like to know, like, for me, my dad's side as well, like how because I never saw my dad ever.
Yeah, we
before.
talked about this.
Yeah, so it was like I wanted to see him in the past to see what he was like, but then in the future, I'd like to know how everyone else has grown from this. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like how have I grown from being a time traveler to being a super time traveler, or could be a super.
But then you've got the point of going backwards would hurt because it would like drag up a lot of memories, and it might not be what
That's
you want to
true.
know. And then
True.
also going forward, and you want to see everyone. But what if you find out then that someone's died, and you know exactly how they die, and then you've got the predicament then of knowing how they die, when they die, but you can't tell them, and you can't prevent it.
Correct.
Well, if ethics aren't an issue, then it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I just thought about it. I was like, okay, I was thinking about like traveling the universe. No, actually, I want to revamp that answer just a little bit. I would want to build a Stargate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to build a Stargate. I want to go check out other planets.
Yeah. Shiny Cats just said, that's very Doctor Who time travel, Jess.
Yes,
we have
it
a few
is.
comments in my chat too.
And that's where I watch it from. That's where I've kind of thought of that bit from. I love Doctor Who as well. I'm a geek. So.
Jess.
Doctor Who's amazing. I love Doctor Who too.
It's a bit too bad. I didn't like it since they brought a woman on. Not being sexist, but it doesn't fit it right.
No.
Yeah. Luke says, oh boy, I sure love human genocide. Okay, wow, I know you're being sarcastic. I get that. Irish Mike sent some flames and some hearts. Thank you so much for that. Luke goes, dead people eating people. Irish Mike also said, Doritos, chips, and give, please. Luke goes, that's Castlevania. And Bella goes, this awesome show, would recommend. Trevor could wreck me. And Luke says, Alucard's mom, though. Bella says, she's a whole MILF, yes. So that's the conversation that's going on in my chat right now.
Oh, dear. But yeah, it's mad scenes. But I'm glad to have Shiny Cat in the chat as well, and Aries come back from her lurk as well. So hello, Aries. Hope
Welcome back.
So it's all good. But I mean, I love Doctor Jess. It's like proper Midlands massive as well, because you are top notch when you said Doctor Who, and you love
Doctor Who as well.
I'll tell you what. Who's your favourite Doctor that you watched? That's a good question, actually. Who's your favourite Doctor Who?
I haven't watched as many of the seasons, so I haven't watched many of the seasons. I've only watched a couple, so I mean, I can answer that on limited terms.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
It would be Tennant. It'd be Tennant.
Yeah, it'd have to be Tennant. He's
he was
the
just
best
so
one.
good. He was so good.
So for me, you always remember the first Doctor, and obviously it was Christopher Eccleston. And I know he only did the one series, but David Tennant brought it to another level. And there's similarity to what Tom Baker did, the Fourth Doctor, back in the 70s and early 80s as well. So he was like the same character, not same character type stuff, but they have that different characteristics, but similarities and stuff. But it's all good. But he loves. David Tennant, and then Matt Smith was good. I liked Matt Smith. He was
I like
really
Matt
good.
Smith, but he was no David Tennant. Like there comes a time where you can't replace people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, agreed.
It's very hard to fill up to big shoes. And he did such a good job, but
Yeah,
he'd
he
never
was so
fill
good.
them.
Absolutely. And then, I love Peter Capaldi, but I didn't watch much of his episodes, to be fair, because I loved him when he did The Thick of It. I don't know if you've heard of the show, The Thick of It. It was where he just effing and blinding at, like, everything. And it's like the proper Scottishman, and he's absolutely
Yeah.
funny. But for him as a Doctor Who, I loved how he did some of the episodes, but I was put off. And then when they brought Jodie Whittaker. Is it Whittaker? Is it the surname? But she was like, no. I don't know what it was. I think that the stories have gone. Unless I'm mistaken, I feel like the stories have gone downwards a bit, or slowly going down as the new Doctors come in and stuff. But there have been rumours about new Doctor coming in and new show runner.
I hope it goes back to a man, because the thing, it just don't sit right with a woman. And it's nothing to do with sexism or anything, but like
No.
the Ghostbusters, for instance, when they remade that with women, I love all those actresses,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But my God, no, like they just killed it. Don't like, they
Yeah.
just they some things they just do wrong, and I think sticking a woman in it just did not help. The Doctor has always been a man.
Yeah.
If it's
It's
not
sucks.
broke, don't fix it.
Good
I think
point.
that they saw what they did with the Master, with Missy as
Yeah.
well, and they thought, oh, what is that going to be interesting to see? And then in the recent series, I think it was last one or the recent one before, they brought him back as the man. And again, I'm not being sexist. I do apologize in anything like that possibility, but it's just they brought him back as a man, and that was interesting, to be fair, and that brought a bit of a shock as well as the excitement that what's going to happen so far. So that's what we love about it with Doctor Who. But again, they need to improve massively because it's a show where it's the longest running sci-fi show ever. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be on the 38th season, 39th, I think it is.
Yeah,
I
it's been
can't
around
remember.
a long time.
And it's always been. But as I know you said David Tennant was your favourite, and all the other stuff. Have you watched any of his shows after you've watched Doctor Who or beforehand that
I
you
watch
knew?
anything Dr. Tennant. Dr. Tennant.
Doctor
David Tennant.
Dr. Tennant. Oh my gosh.
that
Yeah, I like anything with David Tennant in, to be honest. I think he's just such a good actor, and he can play any
Great.
role. It
He's
doesn't
Yeah.
matter
amazing.
what it is.
Yep.
He'll do it. Like in the Nativities, he was in those, and he played such a good actor. But then he was in like Broadchurch, which was a very serious thing, and
yeah,
then he was in Doctor Who, which is obviously sci-fi and complete. He can do so many different roles. I
Yeah.
think as an actor, he's got such an amazing talent that
yeah.
you just can't get it anywhere.
I think I will be honest. I don't know if it was true at the time, but I heard rumours like he wanted to go on a bit longer, but he didn't want to outstay his welcome as
Mhm.
well in Doctor
Mm.
Who. So he would have done.
But he was very well loved, so I mean,
I think, I think it was because he was worried not about the time cast or anything like that, but I think it was more about he didn't want to outstay his welcome in Doctor Who, which is
yeah.
understandable because Tom Baker's still the longest running Doctor at the time, and still is now, is 7 seasons or 7 years of the show itself, and no one has got past it. Only Dr. Tennant, in Jess's case,
Dr. Tennant.
with
He could be my doctor all day long. I wouldn't complain.
Oh, I think we found out Jess's celebrity crush.
Oh yeah, he's definitely up there. But then, to be fair, most of the people I end up liking are gay. So,
all right, okay, guys, I love the Doctor Who conversation. I'm great, but we're getting way behind on some of these conversations that are in our chats too.
Yes,
we can come back to this. We do have 2 questions. First off, before I hit the questions, Irish Mike showed us a lot of love again. Thank you so much, Irish Mike. All the love to you, buddy. Irish Mike says, love y'all show. Thank you so much, Irish Mike. I'm so happy to have you here, buddy. There's a, and we gotta rehydrate, so we gotta drink
I'm
from
sorry.
Irish Mike. Are you out?
I
you
am
out?
out.
Oh no.
I know.
I got your hydrate. Okay, so the 2 questions that we have in my chat, and you can run through your catch ups on your chat first, Mal, because there's some stuff
sure.
that's going behind.
Shiny Cat, thank you for all the chat so far. Shiny Cat says all my tech devices are names after Doctor Who things, and obviously Shiny Cat's favourite Doctor Who was David Tennant as well. Shiny Cat says he lives and breathes it. He married a Doctor Who daughter in real life and still does the radio episodes. Yes, he does. It was Peter Davison who was the 5th Doctor.
Yeah.
5th Doctor's daughter, I think it was. Yeah, 5th Doctor's daughter as well. Shiny with the love. Thank you so much so far. Shiny Cat. I love River Song too. She's an amazing character.
Mm-hmm.
Thick of It is hysterical. The writing hasn't been the same since Stephen Moffat left. I do agree. The write-ups have been absolutely shocking since he left. But again, who would you like to see as the new showrunner to do it? That's the main question. Talking Boy, that's what's going to happen. And then she also said David Tennant was great in Casanova and Jessica Jones. Yes, he did absolutely amazing. That was where he did a lot of the Casanova episodes, and then he was rumoured to be the new Doctor Who when Christopher Eccleston had issues with the BBC at the time, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, which does the Doctor Who stuff. That was where Christopher Eccleston had to leave because of issues ongoing at the time, and that's when David Tennant came in. I was like, yeah, this is going to be interesting, and he did it absolutely spot on, and I think that I think himself and Matt Smith are thinking of coming back for like another special as well.
Nice,
so that's what I've heard as well. But
okay, next question that we have from Bella, and I love it because I love it when we get on topics that we all are about, and we love to listen to each other talk about it. Bella says, if your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do first? And that's to all of us.
Food, eat.
Food,
eat. Like, wow. I don't know.
What about you, Jess?
I'm going to skip this one just because I didn't have very good 5-year-old self, so I had troubles then. So I'm going to skip that because it's a bit too daunting for me.
I got you. My 5-year-old self, I don't remember much about being 5. I'm not going to lie, but I do know I was into like getting out and getting into stuff. So my 5-year-old self would probably go out and probably drive myself around and see all the cool things that I could do as an adult.
Yeah.
That's about, I mean, it's really minimal because like, I know that I wanted to be a singer when I was younger. And, but I'm in a place right now, like my 5-year-old self would probably be like, oh, have I become a singer? No, I haven't. I play video games, which my 5-year-old self would be okay with too.
And we sing.
I play video games all day.
Yeah.
And we karaoke.
Karaoke, yes, karaoke for sure. Luke also asked us a question. Oh, if you could experience one game for the first time again, what would it be for all of us?
Say it again.
If you could experience one game for the first time again, what would it be?
GoldenEye, N64, first time on there, and you hear that that music, that built-in music. Sorry, I'm just getting excited because it was just amazing. And you'd be like, pew, 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 pew.
Jess,
And
how about you?
I'm trying to think.
Well, while you're thinking, I'll answer mine. It's kind of a toss-up. Because my biggest gaming influences were on the original PlayStation, it would probably have to be either Final Fantasy VIII or Legend of Dragoon. Absolutely.
I'll make that decision for you, Trans. I'll make that
Toss-up.
decision. No. There's no toss-up. I'll make that decision for you for FF8 end of series. Let's do it. Bish bash bosh.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Okay.
There
He
we go.
decided for me, guys. He decided for me.
I'm so sorry, Trans. Trans is like, how dare you do that to
So
me?
it's just a game that we want to relive again for the first time.
Yes. For the first time.
Yeah. Any game that you play, like Black Ops, would you play
Mine
Black
would
Ops?
probably be COD.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
like the multiplayer side of it, because when I first went onto it, I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't doing this. I don't like people shooting at me. And then went back to zombies. So I'd like to experience it again now, like for the first
Yeah.
time, actually being able to shoot back at people rather than them try and eat my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
No worries.
Luke has a couple comments. He said, now let's hypothetically, I have 12.6 thousand points, and for the sake of argument, would use all those on hydrate. Mike agrees, and they said, hydrating 126 times, and that's all in my chat right now.
So from the comments I've got is Shani saying hi to Shiny. Shani saying hi to Shiny. I can't stop saying it because I'm saying it wrong. Shani says my 5-year-old self-discovered gaming for the first time. Got a Sega Master System 2 for my 5th birthday. Sweet. Shiny misses Shani on GTA Nights. Bioshock 2 for first time experience of a game again as well. And Shani says, oh, I miss you. Yeah, we all miss you.
We miss everybody. We miss everybody. All the hearts to everybody. We love you guys. All of you guys who are here, thank you so much for being here. We love y'all. We love y'all having a good time chilling with us. It's really awesome to us that y'all come every week and check in on us and enjoy this wonderful show with us. We love it. We love it.
Right, guys, we are, and I said from 2 hours, 25 minutes ago, I said it'd be 5 minutes, it turned into 25 minutes.
Because we had questions. They came up. Questions
Yeah,
came up.
I know.
And we got
on Dr. Houston. Yeah, and we got our geek on. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Now you can call this the Geeking Out episode.
I'll tell you what, Jess. Geeking Out episode, the Jess Ramsey episode, or the karaoke episode. What would you like to be called as this episode name, the title name?
Hey, you need to pick your title.
Geeking Out with Karaoke Ramsey.
Geeking Out with Karaoke Ramsey.
I love it. I love it.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Yeah, that tops it off with a tosh as well. To be fair.
Can't make me pick between 3 things that I like.
Well, I was trying to let you decide.
I'm female. I'll obviously find a way to put them all together and get what I want.
She's right. We've known Jess long enough to know this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you just like, yeah. When you plan,
I've loved it. It's been so fun. I'm glad I got to come on this one.
Oh,
I'm glad you did too. We miss you so much.
It was meant to be that I was supposed to go and get drunk last weekend, so I could come on this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See?
The universe.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Can you imagine when if Jess came on last week, if the podcast was on, like, all right, and she's drunk on stream as well. Can you imagine that? That would be hilarious. But then
me drunk is just too funny. You wouldn't handle
I'm funny when I'm drunk too. I'm hilarious when I'm drunk. Everybody last night found that out in GTA RP. I kept telling everybody, just so you know, I'm a little drunk in my head. Everybody do this now. Luke says Y, and he had a misinput. He typed a Y in our chat. And he said, so y'all are on Spotify in it. That's what he said.
You're on Spotify. Yeah, that is true. We are on Spotify.
I can't say it right, Luke. I'm sorry.
Spotify at all. So here we go, guys. I think
we are.
I believe we're about to stop the stream I think that's our time. We are hitting the 3-hour mark. Chad said at the start of the stream, we are not hitting 3 hours. We was doing so well. Look
we were
what
doing
happened.
so good, and we got our geek on. That's what happened. I told
the geek
you.
on.
We got our geek on. I love it. I love it.
Get the geek on with the karaoke from Ramsey. Bish, bash.
Oh, you need the link? I got you. Hang on, Luke. I got you. Give me a second. Go ahead and finish everything up. I'm gonna give him the link to our podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the baby to bed.
No worries. I'm going to stop the stream now, Jess, so you can shoot off if you want to. It's up to you. But thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, to ask you to join us in this podcast. And I personally, I am delighted because you are an absolutely amazing person. And I'm so glad I've met you via Shani, because we're all here to help. I really do hope you aim to get that affiliated as quickly as possible.
If you guys do not already follow PurpleBot, go to her channel right now, hit that follow, and get her up there. She's working on getting affiliation. We want to get her the people so that all she's got to do is get the time in, and then we're good to go. So make sure you go to PurpleBot 101 on Twitch if you have not already been. Definitely give her that love. She's amazing. We love her. We have so much fun when we do GTA races together. And when we do Overcooked and she goes into Jess Ramsey mode. Totally awesome. So
But just remember me when you guys, up there and you've got wait lists on your Spotify podcasts and all this, that I can come again. Whenever you got space, I'm here.
Here, I'm gonna give you all the shout out as well. He got me.
So yeah. Don't forget about me and your podcast when you're all up there.
No,
and you've
never.
got never.
Oh,
never. No. Otherwise, I'll just come gate crash anyway.
What the hell? Why did it give my link? Hang on a second.
So I could just imagine what's going to happen. Shiny says, I know Spotify. Do you mean you haven't got Spotify or you know Spotify? I'm not sure what you mean. If you have got Spotify or Apple Podcast, we are on there only up to episode 6 at the moment. Absolutely amazing. Shannon says, is everyone going back? Well, I'll see how it goes. I'll probably be on for a bit of RP after this. I'm not sure. We'll let you know in a minute. And then, obviously, thank you, Shani, for the shout out to Jess, aka PurpleBot. You forgot the 101, Shani. You had one job with that. You had one job.
I don't know why it's sending you to my page, but there's Jess's page.
Yeah. So yeah.
Aw, thank you, Shiny Cat. Thank you so much. We love having you here, Shiny Cat. Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's what I like.
Shiny says that they don't have. She don't have
Oh,
Spotify.
okay. That's fair enough, and that's why she said, I certainly don't use it. That's why I like catching you live. Yeah, Shani, I'll let you off just this one. So you did miss the 101. Jess is going to kill you with the Ramsey mode afterwards.
Luke, I know the spot. Luke, that's not my job. Malk puts those up there. He's the one that makes the titles. Luke says your Spotify titles could be better.
I am
I
sorry.
bet mine's going to be epic, though.
Yeah.
He says, tease the main discussion and announce the guest, is what he means.
Oh, okay. It's just basically I'll try and rename it afterwards.
He said, but that's my input. Cool face with a thumbs up.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, if you got any suggestions or any ideas that you'd like to send us some ideas over to me.
And guys, you guys can hit us up at any time. Most of y'all follow us on Discord. You can also hit any of our socials up. Mine are on my page. I'm sure Malk's are on his page. Just hit us up if you want to contact us for whatever reason. Y'all know, and anybody who's a streamer who would like to be on the show, who's not on the show list already, definitely hit us up, because if we don't have you right this season, we're going to do a second season at the beginning of next year. So we will definitely try and get you on then, and we'll probably have some return guests, and we're going to try and mix things up. We want to get as many people as we can shared and support all of our friends, and definitely give you guys a time to shine. So
absolutely. Shiny Cats is so excited for next week. Love her. But yeah, it should be absolutely amazing. So as I just said, Shiny Cat will be with us next week. So
excited to have you, Shiny.
But yes, I'm going to bid you all a good night now, so I can try and get this one back up to bed.
No
Night,
worries.
PurpleBot. We're closing it out anyway. So everybody,
Yeah.
thank you guys for
Good
being
night.
here.
Thank
we love
you for
y'all.
having me.
No
Yay,
worries,
thank you
Jess.
for
Thank
being
you
here,
very much.
Jess.
Bye,
We
much
miss
love.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All drink. I'm the
All
only
drink.
person with a drink.
So, well, unfortunately, I am gone with the drinks because I've already had
Yeah.
2 cans already because
And I don't think Jess had anything either. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's the first time we've had a guest who had to bounce out before we were able to close everything out. But that's okay. First time for everything, right?
absolutely.
Thank you, guys. We love y'all.
So, any last requests? Any last bits from yourself, Trans, before we kick off?
Nope. Just check out us on Spotify if you missed the first 6 episodes that we had in the season. And we will get the other episodes up as soon as possible. So definitely check that out. And we love you all. All the love to everybody. And if you want to be on the show and you're not already on our list, give us a call, message, whatever. And we'll get you in. Call
Give
us.
us a call.
You don't have our numbers, but call us anyway.
Yeah.
You can call Discord call. That works.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah, see? It works.
See?
I'm thinking.
I like your thinking, Sunshine. That's it.
Bye, guys. So much. Love you guys so much.
Ta-ra, bit. See you next week for the end of the Bish Bash Bosh for episode 12. Sorry, this is episode 11. End of it. We'll be back for next week for episode 12. Ta-ra, bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.